I don't think the Tiger will come up, but
What?
it's, again, Dreams. You can't see Dreams' face without seeing a Tiger.
That's kind of true. Yeah, Tiger has
Who will be making it to the playoffs and who will not? And for Evos, it starts here. They need this win if they want to continue on in Season 14. Let's welcome you into the final game of this match between Team Liquid and Evos Glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final game of the day. Let's see. Will it be Evos? Or will it be Team Liquid?
Final game of the week as well, folks. Week 7 to wrap it up. Do we still have some questions to be raised about next week? Or will it be done and dusted for Evos? Because remember, one loss here means their playoff contention run is over. Oh, Fabian. Not able to get that quad shadow in. When it comes to the Emblems Warcry for Fabian, the classic, Yehezkiel also back on the Impure Rage, Clockman with the Lethal Ignition. Oh, Inspire and Weapon Mastery for Natco. Expecting to be a threat in the later or mid-game here with some of those items, but so far Aaron's winning it out.
Quad Shadow connecting, Fabian waiting for the cooldown. Oh my goodness. Now, with Witty charging, Annabelle still able to juke around Witty.
Very aggressive. It looks like the Cavalry here are looking to make a statement, maybe to play with the mentality of Evos right now. I think they desperately need it. Clockman though.
Oh my goodness. Clockman wasn't able to find the escape, and that is first blood for Team Liquid.
Very scary stuff for TLID. This is why the Vexana has been banned out the last 2 games, it seems, from Yehezkiel. He knows exactly how to play the Vexana, knows the limits of this hero really well. And you can see it again, rotating over to get the Curse Blast. These little pokes build up, folks, especially for the first turtle. These little advantages, as they'll be able to get Prio up top for XP. And maybe, yeah, Witty should be able to get level 4 too with the wave if he didn't miss any of those minions in the mid lane.
Does he get it? He's still level 3.
He didn't get all the way, minions.
But neither, Dreams is also not yet level 4.
Yep.
Right, so that is still something to take into account. Meanwhile, the Ruby is. So we'll see. I don't know, do Evos really want to go for the contest?
Seems like they are charging. Oh, that's a good I'm offended. And that's a good internal guard as well. Evos Glory, they are not in a position to fight. And Psychops taking a lot of damage, will fall as well. Around though, very low. Natco out of nowhere finds a kill. Witty, the horsey, yeah. Compromise and take him down. Natco, extra gold for that double.
Oh, by the way, I just realized, what? It's Witty on the high-lows. It's not Aran on the high-lows. Okay, so there is a little bit of a difference here. How does Witty fare on the high-lows?
I think he's really good too on the high-lows. Remember, with the HP growth down, it means that he is going to be quite squishy here as a roamer compared to as XP when you can actually scale up. It does seem like TLID were able to get a dub still, despite, you know, the losses. They lost Witty and Aran. I think those are the 2 members you can actually afford to lose for these neutral objectives. And you got the full turret gold down below. 2 kills still better than the full turret gold for Natco. So in that specific matchup, yes, but TLID, Fabian's online, man. He should be able to actually push forward. Annabelle, get into Heptases. Wow, farming-wise, Annabelle's doing a really good job. He's matching Hayabusa, Fabian. They already had a turtle, got the turtle.
It's not supposed to happen. Fabian does get his next item here. Hunter Strike. Is that going to affect his gameplay or the gameplay that TLID want in the next few minutes?
It's a bit more back and forth. Just a core item for Hayabusa. I don't think it'll really impact it fully. It's not the power spike just yet. He's still going to have to wait for the next 2 items or perhaps the 1 item. Depends on how confident Fabian is. Some Hayabusas will go Hunter Strike straight into the Sky Piercer. Try to get that snowballing ASAP, knowing that now the burst comes out a lot easier. Natco is going to be a threat though. Already the glowing wand here in the 4th minute of the game. Those 2 kills helping him out. Yeah, Yehezkiel first item, Blood Wings. Defensive. He knows he wants to play just for the utility for the most part, just to chain CC, just like he did in the previous skirmish. But remember, Evos, what saved them was that Netherrealm, and it can save them again.
Yep, especially since Yehezkiel opted to go for the Vexana instead of the Valentina, so they are going to lack in that discipline.
Early implosion towards Aran. That's an I'm offended on towards 4. Then Aran pops as well. Aran flickers out of safety. Witty though is stuck and very low and will be taken down by Clockman. TLID though, they realize that the healthy bars are actually favoring their side. Evos Glory, a man up, and Fabian finds the turtle. Fabian jumps in with a shadow kill. On towards 4 members, very low for Psychos, but Aaron Chiki is there to find the kill with the Shaman Force. Looking for the double, but not in prime position. Purifying away, and Yeskill is there with the Order of Brilliance to save Natco's life.
Pixels, they're running on pixels at this point. And TLID, they weren't in a position to go for the neutral objective. They were 2 members down. Iran forced a recall, but Annabelle couldn't get close enough to the neutral objective to take that retribution down. Was that Yeheskill's doing? Wait a second.
No, it's a 3v3. Oh, flicker implosion by Dreams, and Arrow, Cheeky and Weedy will take punish. Iran very low. Evos Glory responding.
Doesn't matter that there are many people that can counter Fabian.
That'll kill the damage. Oh my goodness. It's not enough this time. Annabelle was able to get out.
That's happened twice, by the way. In game number 2, and now it happens again. Annabelle escaping with a sliver of health when Annabelle was able to get that solo kill onto Fabian.
Also, what has happened twice is the whole Evos getting comboed by the Eternal Guard. I'm offended, don't roll Wolf King. But Clockun has gotten them that get out of jail free card 2 times in a row. They gotta deal with this, TLID. If they don't, Evos Glory are slowly but surely just gonna try to outwork the horses in these team fights because Clockun has given them such a good Netherrealm every single time. By the way, that's why Dreams was given a Tigreal. Minotaur would have never been able to do that, right? You have initiating power. You have that proactive pick-off power as well. Even with the Purifies, that's why Psychots is there. You want to have the double layer. This is Season 13 all over again for Evos, and they're making it work. The Miracle Run, the Cinderella Run that got them not just into playoffs, folks. It got them to MSC. This season, it is RQ #1. And all the way from the start, the Cinderella run would be for Evos and RQ to return to a World Championship.
Penalty zone used up, and that's the implosion on towards still. Good knock up as well, but follow-up damage isn't really clear. Another round pops. Fabian looking for an angle towards the backside. Oh, doesn't really find it, and Dream very low and Witty falls as well. Both roamers down and out, but Annabelle, he smells blood and Aaron Cheeky, and he falls as well. Evos Glory will find the team fight, but the neutral objective neglected. Shadow kill pods on towards 3. The damage is enough to shut Natco down.
So that makes it a 3v3 trade.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who got the value out of that. Evos Glory were the ones in the lead, technically in that skirmish. Before that skirmish, Turtle not taken by anyone. It's still 50-50. Oh man, what a game. Again, the layering of Evos, TLID, they gotta adapt quick. They've been able to adapt to every single opponent thus far. But Evos have their number with the triple layer. Psychots, Dreams, and then the Netherrealm.
Let's see. Neutral objective take. Annabelle finds it. Oh, it's not wise. Iran and Witty died for nothing. Evos Glory quick to punish them.
Oh, what is going on with the cavalry? They're always very clean. They're always very disciplined when it comes down to the execution. But that felt like a little bit of a miscommunication as to whether or not they wanted to commit onto that. And like you mentioned, Iran and Witty fails for nothing. So it's huge value for the White Tigers. They pick up the neutral objective, they pick up the kills, and now they're looking for some movements. Oh, barely missing Aaron! But Natco is doing work. Is Natco online?
Yeah, for sure he is. Oh, actually, no. In terms of items, he really shouldn't be. He's gone for a defensive build, going one into Bloodwings, but it has worked out. Knowing that TLID run on cycles, if Aaron Chiki uses his Zaman Force already, and Natco is able to survive longer than that once Fabian uses the Shadow Kill. And again, Yehesk, everyone on TLID are relying heavily on just a cycle of their resources. So once they have depleted those resources, Natco can utilize the rest of that time to just clean up. That's what they've been doing. Wow, really good stuff. Using the Bloodwings to just get out of harm's way at the early parts of the team fights.
It's been very coordinated for the White Tigers. It's, like you mentioned, a wounded Tiger is a dangerous one, and this is exactly the gameplay that is being reflected here. Wow. You know, TLID, they had a 1K gold lead like 2 minutes ago, and now Evos are holding on to that 2K. So now TLID are being put to the test. Yes, you have had an amazing run so far, but how can you work under this pressure? How can you work with so much being thrown at you right now. Things are not in your favor. What's the next game plan? I'm wondering what the call from Weedy is now.
It's going to be tough to make these calls right now because they're going to have to look for a big pick or a big mistake from Evos when it comes to composure, but something tells me this Evos is different to the last, 11 matches of Evos. This is the Evos that beat RQ Hoshi. Whether you want to say it's experiment or not, Evos are bursting and blitzing Lord.
Yep, but the Glorious pathway will not help TLID. Evos Glory blitzing the Lord, finding the Newt.
No chance. They're not giving any single opening over to the Cavalry. I mean, the audience in the building, they're making noise right now. This is so unprecedented from Evos. Again, 2 days in a row. What happened to them?
I have no idea what is up with Evos. They've got to be the weirdest team in history. Doing so poorly in both the start of 13 and the start of Season 14, and now when their back is against the wall, when these beasts are wounded and elimination lingers, they say, bring it on.
One team is thriving this season. The other is surviving, and seems like the surviving team actually is leading here in the 11th minute. Let's see though. Will Evos Glory be able to close it out? As seems like the First Lord will still trigger the passive, but doesn't really do much damage on towards that base turret.
Oh, they've actually protected the mid-tier turret.
Really good defense from TLID, able to utilize these waves coming in a staggered way to actually take it one by one. That will buy TLID some time, but this time should be used to look for a pick. Evos will ultimately, I think, outscale TLID. It's still a Lunox that will still be getting a lot of items. Remember, that is a Blood Wings, and he has weapon mastery. If he's just on a glowing one in the Blood Wings, and he's dealing this much damage, wait till he gets a Holy Crystal. He has a Divine Glaive already. Falcon, boy,
Solo kill with the help of the Hylos. 5v4. Dreams caught implosion. Penalty zone. That's a crowd control chain. But the Eternal's guard was huge. And Dreams Psychots taken down. Natco very low. Annabelle finds not just a kill, he gets taken down as well. And that is TLID finding the comeback.
This is one of the most volatile games I've ever seen. Evos were holding complete control. Fabian and Witty make that play. And this is what we're getting now? What? That's an inhibitor turret!
Wow. Without the Lord. Natco looking for the outplay 1v3 with the help of Locken. He will find Aaron Shiki.
wow, some crazy stuff here from TLID. I was just saying, 4,000 goalie for Evos. They've defended, but they needed to look for a pick. And out of nowhere, Fabian pulls a trick from out of his hat, says, here's the pickoff you wanted, gets the kill, and then turns the game around. The goal lead that Evos had is gone. It's the mid lane, luckily, for Evos. They should still be able to manage it, and oh man, their far lane is actually still fully up. Tier 1 even, still up for grabs for Evos Glory, and TLID will definitely have to start committing over 5 of their members towards the Lord. I don't think they can send anyone up top to clear it up or to go for trades, but luckily, they've actually already formed a slow push. Evos has got to be very careful now. That goal lead that they had, it could have been utilized to take this Lord for free, is no longer present. Fabian?
Looking for some members, some info. Spell check though, it's actually TLID here in the more of an ideal right approach for a fight with the spells now just active.
Oh man, I really wonder why Natco went for the Genius Wand plus the Divine Glaive, the double penetration. This isn't a tanky lineup, but I guess it's purely for the Hylos.
Oh.
Man.
Pixels. Reaction times. It's going to go down to that. Fabian is caught a little low here. Will he be able to recuperate before they commit onto this? The answer is yes. He's going to be able to get a little bit of HP there. Oh, there we go.
That's the opening. Penalty zone pops. Natco jumps in. Is that wise? That's a knockback. And the implosion finding Jill. TLID repositioning. Shaman for spot. He's free hitting Aaron Shiki. And that's being taken down as well. Psychots, Clocken, you name it. Natco now and Annabelle is going back as TLID will find the positioning.
Fabian wants it.
my goodness. Very, very low, but seems like in the mid lane, it's Annabelle now caught him, taken down. TLID, let's go Liquid.
What's the call here? Do they go for the push? It looks like Fabian is committing onto the Lord. It's just, what? Wow.
Well played to both teams. Evos, Glory, they got outplayed there though. Dreams, that was already initially really good by Psychots. That was the layer that we were talking about. Psychots getting the penalty zone, baiting out the Purifying from Aaron Shiki. But Evos didn't pull back. They fully committed into that team fight, and Dreams didn't have an angle to get to Aaron Shiki. They could have just pulled back again. Aaron already used him on Force and Purify. It'll be down for a while. That mistake for Evos might have just costed them the game. That was a minuscule mistake in decision-making in a very tough spot there. But again, at the end of the day, the Stone Cold team, the team with more composure, will get the dub. And so far, it's been TLID.
That 4K gold lead now in the hands of the Cavalry. 4.3K and counting. This Lord is going to be marching. This is Evos' dying breath, ladies and gentlemen, as they look for the complete defense.
Fast info, order of brilliance by Natko has been popped, and Shadow Kill, my goodness, almost takes Natko down. It will. Even with another round, he will fall. That's a knock-up onto it. Cyclops damage comes through. Dreams, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, TLID, they are on the hunt for the base. Annabelle, will he be able to do the impossible? I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TLID again, winning in leg 2.
Undefeated, undisputed. A team full of rookies. You can feel the emotions running high for the players. You saw it on Aaron's face. But even Evos could not take down the Giants of leg number 2. The only team that has still gone undefeated